of this fine morning to you, Diesel. Top of this fine morning to all of you. Whoa, I almost fell. The truck's a little crooked now. It throws me off balance. Anyways, guys, so we just delivered 2 drops today already before I even said hello to you. I know, I'm sorry. Started my day without you. Sorry. Now I feel bad. Oh well. We are in Calgary, Alberta right now. Here it is, that's Calgary. And now we're actually headed through the mountains to Langley, British Columbia, which is a city just before you get to the outer suburbs of Vancouver, British Columbia. I believe it's called the Lower Mainland. It's where all the people are in British Columbia. It's a very congested part of Canada, sort of like Toronto, but over there instead of over there. Like Toronto and Quebec, the big cities there, that's where the big cities are, and then you go west, right, through northern Ontario, Manitoba, Saskatchewan, and then you hit Alberta. Alberta's got some big cities here, yeah, but still a lot of open rural space. And you go through the remote mountains, the Rocky Mountains, and you come out on the other side of the mountains, and there's this little bowl, this little Lower Mainland, and there's a ton of people in there, a ton of people. You know why there's so many people there? Because it doesn't snow there. Not very much anyways. It does snow, but it hardly ever goes below freezing. It's the warmest part of Canada. Did you know that there was parts of Canada that never see snow? Or hardly ever? Did you know this? However, in wintertime, instead of seeing snow, Vancouver sees a ton of rain. It's always raining. Rain, rain, rain. But at least it's not cold. It's so weird because you come onto this side of the mountains here in Calgary and it gets down like, you know, minus 30, minus 40. You go to Manitoba, minus 50, minus 60 some days with the wind chill. And then you go a little further west, just over the Rocky Mountains, just to the other side. Suddenly you're in this lush, green, beautiful Canadian paradise. That's where we're going. It's green all year round. And it's still in Canada. Why don't I live there, you're saying? Josh, why don't you live there then? Because you have to be rich to live there. You think Alberta's expensive. British Columbia's got a very high cost of living. I have an uncle who lives out there in Mission. And an aunt. And 2 cousins. So, do I have any more family that lives out there? Oh, I hope I didn't forget anyone now. It hurts your feelings. Anyways, that's where we're going. And we will see you when we see you. Let's get trucking. So, Deerfoot Trail, headed northbound. We're gonna meet up with Stony Mountain, or Stony Trail, I mean, because everything's a trail in Calgary. Mandy doesn't know about Stony Trail yet because it's relatively new, and I haven't updated her yet. So she's gonna be yapping away. Don't mind her, she doesn't know what she's talking about.
1.7 kilometers. Take exit 265 on right to Bridgington Trail West, then keep left.
Nope, not listening to you, Mandy. I know better. So yeah, this is the freeway, right? North to south in Calgary, on the goes past the east side of downtown. Downtown's behind us now, though. So, anyways, we're leaving Calgary. We're headed west. We're gonna be driving through the Rocky Mountains. Are you guys ready for some Rocky Mountains? Be better if it was sunshiny, I know, but we are just west of Revelstoke, British Columbia, headed west. This is the Trans-Canada that we're on here. This is what passes for an interstate around here. Very proud of our little 2-lane road. Very nice, very nice. And I believe there's a resort somewhere nearby here. Waiting to find it. I know it's around here somewhere. Just a beautiful area of the country. This has got to be hands down my favorite scenic drive going through here. Out of anywhere. You ask me where's my favorite place to drive? Through British Columbia in the summertime. In the wintertime, I could care less. I don't want to come through here. It's also better when it's not raining, because then you can see more, you know what I mean? Whatever, you guys can sort of see through the rain and the fog, right? There's been a lot of driving footage today. There always is when I go through BC.
And that's what they're good at, the process.
Oh, the radio apparently got reception. I'm trying to listen to the news, but my satellite radio doesn't pick up the satellites because the mountains are too big around me. They're blocking the satellite. They positioned the satellite for Sirius XM radio way too far south. You notice that? It's like over the equator or something. Even when I'm in the United States, if you park behind or on the north side of a building, you lose your signal. Also, if you like drive on the north side of a big hill or mountain, you lose your signal because the satellite is like way on the south horizon. Why is the satellite so far down there? Bring it on up here. All right, here comes that resort I was telling you about. Hopefully you can see through all this water on my window here. On the right. What's it called again? Something like Three Valley Junction or something? An amazing place to stay. Except I never see a lot of people here. It's like way out here. What's it called there? Three Valley Lake Chateau. Three Valley Lake Chateau. I don't know if it's seasonal or what, but it's a huge thing that they got going on there. No idea what happens there. But it's right in the middle of these like deep valleys. Sort of reminds me of pictures I see of China. You know, I'd like to go to see those Chinese mountains that go like straight up. You know what I'm talking about? They're like weird looking mountains. They're like all green and they just go like whoa, straight up. I want to see them things. And you got little towns and stuff way down in the valleys and doing here? What are you doing here? Hey! What are you doing here? What are those things that construction guys look through? It looks like they're radaring me. Is it like a leveling device, something? Or what are they looking at in there? I've always wondered that. Well, this is the first flag I've seen today that's not at half-mast. Sorry, half-staff. I always want to call it half-mast. I don't know why. Maybe I'm a sailor at heart. I don't know. No, I'm a prairie boy. I don't know why I call it half-mast. Half-staff. All the other flags have been at half-staff. I don't think you can even put that one at half-staff. Oh, it doesn't have like one of the little thingers. Okay. Anyways, we're here in, not Revelstoke. Where are we? We're on a Husky anyways. That's why there's the flag. Diesel, where are we? Where are we, man?
I don't know, man. You're the driver. I know where we are. All I know is we're going for a walk. I got my leash on and everything, man.
True. We're getting close to Kamloops, I think. Oh no, Sycamus. That's where we are. Sycamus. Not Kamloops. Sycamus, BC. And we're just gonna walk the Weasel here. I'm gonna go into the restaurant and grab a bite to eat. My fridge is still empty, haven't restocked it. Need to do that. I'll do that once I head into the States. Until then, I'll just try to eat as cheap as I can. And whatnot. I got some sandwiches I can make, but I need at least one good meal per day, right? At least one good meal per day. Anyways, let's walk the Weasel, and then we'll carry on down the road.
Such an impatient weasel. Why are weasels always so impatient? They always gotta go now. I gotta go, man. I gotta go, man.
Oh, Diesel, you went right into the mud. Genius, man, genius. Oh, look, there's a nice golf course right here. Anyone want to go to do some golfing? I never knew that. If I ever stop here for a reset, I'm going golfing. Though I would never stop in Sycamus for a reset because we don't have any freight moving out of here. Very small town. Someone left a mattress or something here. Someone's bed. Better not step on it. So you do what you gotta do, man. So yeah, we're in sort of like a big valley. There's mountains all around us. They're not very big mountains, but we're out of the thickest part of it, right? The thickest part is around Golden, BC and Revelstoke, and we're through that. Other than that, yeah, we just got to go down the Coquihalla once we hit Kamloops, and then we'll be in the Lower Mainland. I know there's been a lot of scenic driving today. I'm going to try not to make the vlog too long, but usually when I come out to BC and through the mountains, you usually don't see my face very much. You usually see more of the scenery, because I think you guys want to see the scenery more than you want to see my face. I don't know, I'm just guessing. I don't know, what do you think, Diesel? Well, looks like the sun's going down. Had another clubhouse sandwich there at the Husky. They cut it wrong again. Oh well. I think next time I'm gonna have to try something different. Had too many clubhouses lately. I'm tired of it. So we're coming up to Salmon Arm, I think. Either way, we're about an hour from Kamloops. So we're almost through the mountains, a couple more hours. Alright, so this is Salmon Arm, or down there, those lights, that's Salmon Arm. The arm of salmon. Salmon arm, like the fish. It's funny, because salmon don't have arms. We're just coming into town here. I figured I'd see if there's anything to show you here. Camera running on the dash right now is my GoPro Hero 3 Black Edition, and it does a lot better at night than my White Edition. Obviously, it's a lot better and more expensive. Well, let's see what it picks up as we go down here. I see a Tim Hortons already. It's like that perfect time of day where it's not dark enough to use your high beams, but it's dark enough that you want to. But it doesn't matter if you do or not, because it doesn't help anything. Alright, Salmon Arm. What do you got to show us today? I knew there was a little downtown that I went through. I remember this. British Columbia is such a unique place in Canada. It feels like you're in an entire different country. They speak the same language and they look the same and sound the same. They have all the same stores, but the terrain and the landscape is so foreign to me. Like, even different than going through the eastern part where it's all the hills, the big hills. When you come out here to the big Rocky Mountains, especially on the Canadian side of the border where it's very compacted into the valleys. We don't got big 4-lane freeways running into our mountains. It's just these little tiny roads snaking through the valleys along the side of the mountain. It's like you're in a completely different country. I like it. If it wasn't so expensive to live here, I would definitely consider moving out here. Who knows, maybe I will one day. You know? Being a long distance truck driver, Doesn't really matter where you live. That's the great thing about this job. It doesn't matter where you live. As long as you're on, like, or close to a major artery, a major route, doesn't really matter. I think it's just so neat how all of these cities are like built right into the valleys and up the sides of the mountains. Obviously you can see a lot more during the day, but you'll see it tomorrow. Don't worry. We're going into the big city tomorrow, or close to the big city. Yeah, there's a mountain over there, man. And you stare at that mountain, man. You stare at it. We'll see you tomorrow at 4 a.m. Central Time. We're gonna go deliver near Vancouver in Langley, and we're gonna turn around and go back to Kelowna, British Columbia. See you tomorrow. Down below in the description, there's some links that might interest you to past vlogs all the way up to a year ago. You can see what I've been doing in the past year and see if I've gotten worse or gotten better or whatnot. Let me know in the comment section of all the videos. Go check them out. See you later.